Thanks for the 3,000 subscribers, y'all. Woohoo! I love you all. Yeah. What's up, everyone? Tony here for another episode of Super Saiyan Review Super Saiyan. And today, we're looking at episode 119 of the Universe 7 show, titled Unavoidable, The Fierce Stealth Attack. Interesting little tidbit here. A couple of weeks ago, the title of episode 119 was released in Japanese magazines, and it was actually different from the final title. Originally, it was going to be called A New Victim from Universe 7, Universe 4 Gets Serious. It's pretty interesting because Japan has never really cared about spoilers in their episode titles, so I'm not sure why they decided to change it at the last second, especially after it was released to the public in magazines, but whatever, sure, it's fine. Let's get right into this episode recap. Universe 2 and Universe 6 have been erased, so who's next for Universe 7 to dominate? Apparently it's Universe 4! Once again, Vegeta takes on Piccolo, who always seems to get into sparring matches with members of Universe 7. Surprisingly, Piccolo goes even with Vegeta, but is sent flying back from a final flash and nearly falls off the stage. And then he does fall off the stage. But how? We quickly learn that some invisible force is knocking the fighters around, and both Vegeta and Gohan are nearly knocked off the stage as well. No one can sense the energy of these invisible fighters, so they're able to sneak up on everyone without being detected. They start teaming up on 18, and she struggles to defend against the invisible fighters. Piccolo ends up jumping in front of 18 and unleashes a massive ki burst attack that fires in all directions, but even that was unsuccessful in hitting this mysterious enemy. Master Roshi quickly realizes that he knows exactly how to stop an invisible enemy, by getting blood all over them from a massive nosebleed. That's a cute little callback. But Gohan has a better idea and starts to blast a million ki blasts all over the battleground. Somehow, when the smoke all clears, Piccolo spots the silhouette of the invisible enemy and begins attacking him. Gamisaurus from Universe 4 is quickly eliminated. Quitella acts shook, but it turns out he still has a trick up his sleeve. Okay, it's time for my boy, Shansa, to get in on this action. I told you all, the original gangster of the Tournament of Power is going to do work today in this episode. You ready? Okay. So, he uses some creepy attack that creates illusions of enemies that have been eliminated earlier in the tournament. The Universe 7 fighters are getting hit, but they can't hit the illusions back. Piccolo and Gohan quickly discover that Shansa is the one creating the illusions, and it's actually one of those invisible fighters from earlier that is attacking. Then Piccolo attacks and eliminates Shansa. Oh my god, young Shansa the Swag God is already eliminated. This show sucks! Anyways, Piccolo continues to engage with the invisible opponent. Oddly, he senses the opponent's ki, but is unable to actually hit it. Piccolo is then knocked out and eliminated. Well, it's about damn time someone from Universe 7 got eliminated. The invisible opponent attacks 17 and nearly eliminates him, but then 17 gets an idea. He realizes that the enemy isn't invisible at all, it's just small. It's the little bug guy, Damon. 17 shoots a million ki blasts, but just can't hit the little bugger no matter what because he's too small and quick. Super Goku decides that punching the ground is an effective move to hit this opponent, and then 17 manages to capture him in a little green ki ball. 17 kicks his ass out of the tournament and eliminates him, along with the rest of Universe 4. Bye bye, Universe 4. Congratulations on eliminating Piccolo and doing pretty much nothing else in the entire rest of the tournament. Now only Universe 7, 11, and 3 remain. I wonder who will be the last two standing. This is really unpredictable. I just can't seem to figure this one out. The episode comes to an end with 12 minutes remaining in the Tournament of Power. The next episode preview shows us that the 3 robot fighters from Universe 3 will combine into one powerful fighter. Oh no! Okay, I can't even pretend anymore. We all know that guy is probably going to get one-shotted next episode by someone in Universe 7. Very exciting. Okay, now let's get into some overall impressions on this episode. I think a lot of us expected an episode like this sooner or later. This episode was basically dedicated to trimming the fat in the Tournament of Power. In one single episode, which translated to 1 minute of time passing in the actual Tournament of Power, the final 3 members of Universe 4 were eliminated, in addition to Katopesla from Universe 3 and Piccolo from Universe 7. There was a little while there where episode after episode would go by and no one was being eliminated. This was about a month ago, I'd say. Well, I guess we know why that was happening, because now we're going to have a couple of episodes here where dudes are just going to be dropping like flies. It happened in this episode, and honestly, I expect to see the exact same thing next episode with the elimination of Universe 3. Now, in a vacuum, I don't think this was actually a terrible episode. It focused on 3 of the lower level fighters from Universe 4, each with their own unique gimmick. One was invisible, one created illusions, and one was small and quick. But through the power of teamwork, our heroes figured out a way to prevail. But here's the thing. Maybe that would have been fine to watch at the beginning of the tournament arc, but after seeing stuff like Goku versus Jiren or Goku versus Caulifla, there is no way that watching Universe 4 getting washed like this so late in the tournament is going to be anything other than boring and anticlimactic. And that's what this was. Imagine if Goku fought Cell, did that instant transmission Kamehameha, and then decided the next fighter would be Tenshinhan. Come on down, Tenshinhan. It's your turn to fight Cell. Okay, Tien lost. Okay, that was fast. Krillin. Hey, Krillin, get on over here, pal. It's your turn to take on Cell. Like, come on. I've already heard some people try to justify this episode by saying these are quote-unquote breather episodes after the Caulifla fight, and leading into the big rematch with Jiren. You know, you gotta kind of bring down the energy, but that's not how it should work, and that's never how it worked in tournament arcs in Dragon Ball. You get the preliminary fights out of the way at the beginning. You use the lower level fighters to elevate the featured fighters, and then it all builds and builds, and then by the end, the last couple of fights should be awesome, high energy and high stakes. At this point, it's becoming increasingly clear that the stars of this arc have been Goku, Jiren, and Caulifla. So I'm puzzled as to why Universe 3 and 4 even survived this long, when those characters could have been used as fodder to elevate Jiren and Caulifla, or even some of the other featured characters from Universe 11 like Toppo and Dispo. As of this episode, Universe 7 has eliminated 45 fighters. Do you know how many Universe 11 have eliminated? 2, both by Jiren. I continue to be baffled by the insane, unnecessary focus that is put on Universe 7 with this arc. I don't understand why every episode has to be about them, instead of giving some of these other lesser known characters a chance to shine. Why not show off Toppo and Dispo's personality a little bit? You know, their movesets, get them pumped up and ready for their inevitable showdown with the big dogs from Universe 7. You know, like give us something unique in some of these episodes. Instead, it's just Universe 7 getting elimination 505 and 506. It just feels totally useless and unnecessary after a while. However, I will say that I wasn't as disappointed with this episode as I was with last episode, simply because they never built up expectations for Universe 4 like they built up those Universe 6 Namekians. Nonetheless, I was never really invested in this episode, and I'm not a big fan of the way they've laid out this tournament, which is resulting in these late tournament episodes being really boring and feeling rushed. So I'm going to give this episode a 2 out of 5, and I really hope they pick things up soon. Unfortunately, with next week's focus on Universe 3, I don't see it happening next episode. Universe 3 will probably go down like flies in a similar boring manner, and then finally things will pick up again when the final showdown with Universe 11 begins. And that's about all I have for today. We've hit a bit of a rough patch here in the Tournament of Power. What do you guys think? Are you okay with this constant focus on Universe 7? Does it make sense to have Universe 3 and 4 survive this late in the tournament? With 12 minutes remaining in the tournament, which matchups are you still excited to see? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like this review, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. With Jump Festa 2018 next week, there are a lot of rumors going around surrounding some big Dragon Ball announcements. I definitely think we can expect some big Dragon Ball Fighters and Dragon Ball Super news to drop, and you better believe I'll be covering some of that on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, join the over 3,000 members of Strong Nation. Thanks for watching everyone, and take care.